that's on next. The next one, we're doing a mix of like 3 songs and it's fucking skits. Be ready.
Be ready for skits. Get
Be skits cool. Wait, Archie, can you do these? And please get a couple of you all. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're nearly done, boys and girls. We're nearly done.
Yeah, this room is just filled with weird shit, as you can see. That's your bag. Yeah. This is the boring part, FYI. Fucking real boring. Me setting up. I couldn't survive in a studio. That's why I do it at home. I'm not joking. We've been in the studio twice. Like 2 times. It's been fucking shit. I'm not joking. Don't go to studios, especially when you're starting out, like we were 2 years ago. The weird thing about this, right, is you guys are filming me do this song called Stray Cat, and I actually filmed myself doing a mini documentary, making the original version of it. Like back in April, I made the song in 2 days, and then I decided I didn't like it because I couldn't mix it right, and then it never came out. Then my laptop broke, and we're all fucked. the world ended. But I'm gonna try and like strum some stuff out on the guitar first because, and I have the demo up on here, so it's like, it's sort of like. It's alright, but I'm gonna redo it, so it's kind of like that, but we're gonna make it more rock and roll, kind of. This is the way that I start most songs, is I get a drum on my laptop, and then I start plucking away on the guitar. So it's a mixture of like what rock music used to be, which is recording everything like acoustically, like recording drums and bass, like all with these instruments. Now we have the computer that does it for me, and I like electronic stuff, so I'm kind of trying to combine both worlds. I think rock's dead. It's a very controversial take, but I think rock is dead, like completely. I think rock and roll as a mindset and an attitude will always be there from when it first started, but I don't think that rock music will evolve anymore. So I wouldn't even call myself a rock artist. Shit's about to go off. Then it's gonna go crazy. But for now, I am stuck doing it myself, which is usually a hard task, but I don't know, I get a lot done by myself. Like for Tiger, I do most of everything pretty much, which is just, it's just the nature of it in this day and age. A lot of bands, you'll have one cat sort of doing it all. And that's fine, The boys are just happy. The boys in the band are just happy, just playing music, playing shows. I gotta do all the hard stuff. I think that we've made a name for ourselves by being controversial through our content, by looking a certain way, and that captures people's attention, and then they go and listen to the music. That's the way it's been for us. I think, the hard stuff is just like having to ensuring that all of that is in place, like the image of the band, the content, booking shows, networking, all of it. Like, you know, playing shows is the easy part. It's the fun part. You know, but everything else is like genuine work. You know, yeah, but you got to do it. You've got to do it. Especially this early on too.
What's going on?
Enter Sandman. Rock. This is called Mogcore. Mogcore. Actually, I don't know. We don't really have a name for what we do, but the whole point is it's not rock. We have rock and roll attitude, but we're not rock. Rock is dead. Rock died 30 years ago. There's probably around 20 synth tracks, but the best one comes. It's like this type of sound. I don't know. I like it. It just adds like oomph to it. It sounds like cyberpunky, kind of, and it works. I didn't play music until I accidentally made a song when I was 17, and then it was all gun-ho from there because I want to entertain people and music is the medium. This cat here has been, when did you start playing music?
I don't know, like 8, 9 or something.
8, 9 years old, he was already the best in the country. Fuck, I'm not joking.
I don't know.
This, for the viewers, is called a MIDI controller.
Explain.
For non-music people, you put this into a computer and it plays the sound that you choose in your software that you just chose. Tom got his first MIDI controller for his birthday or for Christmas, and one school holiday day, I made my first song accidentally by mucking around on the computer. And it was a massive light bulb moment because I found it really easy to just just program, and I understand rhythm, but I couldn't play any chords at the time, so it was just all like one finger melodies. Fucking beautiful song though. And it's probably similar to like what you hear now. I've created a workflow that works for me, and it's created songs that people like singing live. It's as simple as that. Look, we don't get too many streams, but however, we're getting enough monthly listeners to compete with a lot of the bands around our level, and we're literally releasing demos. So, right now, we just released 3 songs about 3 weeks ago. I'm about to release one under Silvas, and this one will probably be a joint venture, Silvas and Tiger together, just so it opens up the opportunity for me to play it either solo or for Tiger, because I feel like this can be replicated live. But I'm just in a zone of I need to release music pronto.
Let's walk. Show the necklace.
Yeah, every day I try to get 20,000 steps every single day because, yeah, it's what keeps you lean. I mean, the one thing about what we're doing is we're pushing our music, but we're trying to be like inspiring in the sense that, you know, like I train every single day without fucking fail, every single day. You know, I want to be as fit as possible to be an inspiration to the people who come see us. So they wake up next morning like, oh, I want to go gym, I want to go train. The amount of messages that I get daily on Instagram, like, dude, you've inspired me to go to the gym, to start, like, you know, being like the best version of myself. Like, those type of messages I get every single day, and that is genuinely the reason why we do this. Literally the reason. So we've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 8 different synth layers together. It's kind of like the magic. Like, if you have one, it's all nice, but it doesn't fill up the sound. We want hard-hitting stuff. I mean, the one thing that we do have that resonates with rock and roll is that our sound is always hard-hitting and energetic. But I think we can be energetic in different ways. I don't think it's energetic anymore just to have acoustic drums and distorted guitar. Not having that. I think these synths are a lot more powerful. And we're going to have guitar in it anyway. And yeah, I just think this is the way to go. There's too many bands out there that are trying to rip off Aerosmith or rip off Van Halen. If I want to listen to Van Halen, Or if I'm going to listen to music that sounds like Van Halen, I'm going to listen to fucking Van Halen. Or I'm going to listen to the bands around the time that sounded like Van Halen. I'm not going to listen to the Cats doing a half-assed job at it now. Like, I'm not having that. Like, that's just not me. If the rock and roll attitude is going to live on, which it is living on, because ever since the 50s, people have seen that you can be rebellious and be successful. Elvis was rebellious. Little Richard was rebellious. That's what rock and roll was about at the get-go. And that attitude still stands today. But like I said before, it's now filtered to hip-hop. It's now filtered to DJs. It's now filtered to footballers, to businessmen. You know, all that. I don't feel that rock and roll music and a rock and roll attitude correlates anymore. So, yeah, rock's dead. Rock is dead. Like, when people hear us live, they're like, oh yeah, they're a cool rock band. And still to this day, if I talk to some old cat, like some 50-year-old, what type of music do you play, mate? I'm like, oh, it's just sort of like dance rock. But I don't believe that we're rock and roll. I don't believe it. Like I said, I still feel like we carry elements of rock music, but I feel like we've swayed too far from your traditional rock setup. And I think I'm trying to accentuate that via doing my solo stuff through Silvas. Because like I said, I think the setup we'll have like a DJ and I dare say a guitarist and no more than that. And I'll just jump around and do my thing and do what I want to do in this world, like I said, which is inspire people through being on stage. You know, doesn't matter if I have a band behind me or a DJ, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to do my thing and I'm still going to have the same principles in place. Inspire people, put on a good show, ensure that people are either getting their money's worth or their time well spent. So, rock on.
Yeah, it's about to go on. As you can see, it's my Halloween outfit. I was going to wear a sailor's cap, but we're wearing a bucket hat instead. So I'm just ready to rock. Got Saul, best in business. Best bass player in business. What? Best in business. Mr. Business. Yeah, Mr. Billy on the drums. Best in business. Jamie Clemens.
Good, how are you? Great show, great show. Yeah. I love the outfits. I think the sound here is always a little bit rubbish. It is what it is, but you still rocked it, and that's all that matters.
You got a timer.
Oh, there's too much.
You rehearse to a point where it doesn't matter like what level you play at, what type of venue. You just gotta pull it off. You know, you're there to entertain a crowd. Yeah, like no one can hear shit. Is what it is. But it was fucking good energy. What do you think?
Man, it sounds so different in rehearsals.
Yeah, I know.
I'm actually like,
It's how it goes, man. It's how it goes.
what the fuck?
We're rock and rolling. I'm gonna sell merch.
done now. I mean, I'm planning on staying out maybe. I don't know, we'll see how we go. I'm just putting my stuff back in my car. But the most important thing, one of the most important things I feel when you're like in this industry is like you have to go out and socialize, meet people, network. I try to tell the band that you got to be there for like, you know, if we have a bill with several other bands to come and stay and watch the other bands play. I think that's really important. I think a lot of the groundwork and the reason why that we've built the following that we have is because, you know, I've gone out like, you know, 3 times, 4 times a week just to socialize and just to meet people. I've decided I'm going to release this song onto Silvas tonight. I've decided. I just feel like I said, you know, the sound is just a little bit too swayed from Tiger in the sense that, you know, like this song doesn't really have much guitar in it whatsoever. And like I said, this song is completely me. And I feel like it's a true representation of who I am, just me, not the band. And this is not this is nothing, not a bad thing. I'm not talking down upon the band whatsoever. But I finally got to a point where I feel like my production's getting all right. And yeah, I think the new single under Silvas is like proof of that, like under the solo. And I plan on, if I release these next few tracks, Stray Cat being the next one, that I can go and tour at the beginning of next year and then go overseas with it, sorting my passport out and getting it all rocking. You know, like I said, we've already built the connections, not just in Australia, but overseas as well. And so I know that if I go to LA, for example, that I'm ready to rock straight away. I know the people that can play. Tonight was like a bit of a weird one. Like I said, we couldn't really hear ourselves. Is what it is. But like I said, you just got to perform for the people, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what you hear. You just got to be prepared to perform at 100% for everyone. And I hope I did that tonight. And you know, people were giving praise at the end of the show, saying it was great. Hopefully they were legit. Hopefully they weren't fooling me, and they were being truthful. Like, and you know, just got to get our name out there more and more. That's how it goes, man. It gets lonely after these shows. Look how lonely the street is. Like, it's been a cool car. Everyone thinks that I'm like a multi-millionaire at 23 from the northern beaches of Sydney. That's incorrect. I'm getting the money up, but gotta sell the car, get rid of everything, strip it, get a motorbike, be free in Sydney, just be free to roam and focus on the rock and roll. My passport sorted, get the fuck out, go to Europe, go to America. Got to do it all. People have been saying for ages, you guys have got to go, or I have to go. And yeah, we're finally at a time where we can do it. I'm really happy about that. You know, like the fact that, you know, everything's looking promising.